Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, come in. I just started. Whoops, and dropping stuff too. Which ain't anything new. Just switching my carts out and my paint cart. There we go. Alright. Run it back. Give me this bottle. It fell out. Okay. And this goes back. So. I received some awesome stamps yesterday from Steph. And I'm going to try to incorporate them. And this canvas I'm going to do. I just don't know which one I'm going to use. Before I get too far into this, before I forget, the wood ones I'm kind of put away with my wood ones, but I'm just going to do a little bit of picture here, guys. Bear with me. A little bit of a picture. I have most of the stuff actually out, except for the wooden stamps. I put them in my wooden stamps. I could get them out if I really wanted to, but I think I got enough out to do my picture one real quick. I didn't put all the wooden stamps with the wooden stamps. Where did I put? Or maybe I did. I don't remember. No, because I wanted to keep, see, this is about how I organize. I put stuff away. And I've been on that kick of constantly putting everything away. It's weird. It's unusual that I did that. But right now I have a little basket, see, that I don't know where to go with, or how to organize all the wooden stamps I have. This is like individual little stamps. I don't know where to go with them. So I put them in here. I know exactly which one she sent. Gave me too. Give me that. So I'm still kind of organize the wooden ones. These are the only ones that I have to figure out what I'm going to do with. Give me this little handful. There's one coming. I got them all. Yep, see? I want to take a picture for my book, and I forgot to. But take a picture. Oh, and save the packaging label. I was not on the ball yesterday. Yeah, you said right. I did too. I'm just out of containers right now. I fit these in. I usually have them all. If you go on if you're following my group, you'll see. They're all nicely organized and labeled, except for this bunch of wooden stamps that I got to do. Oh yeah, I know what else she gave me. I'm trying to get everything Steph gave me so I can take a picture before I forget. I meant to take a yesterday. Haha. I'm like, where did I set them? She also gave me these awesome ones like this. Okay. I think I got everything except I think I put the Christmas ones already downstairs. Because she gave me a set of little Christmas ones. But other than that, I think I got it all out here. Man. It looks like there should be more for some reason, but I think I got most of it out. But now I have to figure out where to put my phone. Hey Siri. Oh, thank you.
Sure thing.
She's behind me. Okay. All right. How are you today, Candy? There we go. I'm going to put it like that. Oh. Maybe do an angle picture like that, too. Try to hit everything in the picture. Kind of show a little bit of everything when I go put it in my book. There you go. That looks pretty good right there. Boom. There, I got the picture. You're recovering from COVID? Oh. Oh, who's snowballing this time? I lost some neighbors, man. 2 cool neighbors. Because Jackie snowblowed earlier, and now I don't know who's snowblowing, but that's pretty nice of them. I greatly appreciate that. But see, Scott does the same thing. Scott gets out on the sidewalk, he just snowblows his whole neighborhood, so most people do it back. Honey, who's out there snowblowing? Oh. Scott's home. I didn't even know he was home. Sneaks in on me like that. I'm going to put bells and whistles on. Well, there's a bell on that door, and I'm not hearing it over here. I might have to put the alarm back on. We have this thing, if you open the door, it makes a loud sound. It was Dad's. I'm going to put that back on, because I ain't hearing my husband come in that door. He just startled me. Well, I can't believe that's not. Can't be Kevin. Because Kevin's the only one that's not decent in the neighborhood. Who is that? Who is snowballing?
He's coming back.
No.
I think that's,
He's past Jeremy's now.
yeah, I think that's Jeremy.
Oh. Nah, he looks too small for Jeremy.
It's either Jeremy or Randy.
Randy?
Yeah.
Down there?
What?
Down there, Randy?
Yeah.
You would do a whole block of...
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, that's the second time. Jackie did her sidewalk already once, too. But like I was telling everybody... I was telling everybody on live, when you get the snowblower in your hand, you do the whole neighborhood, too.
Wow.
I mean, you're...
Not the whole neighborhood.
Well,
quite a few of them.
I was going to say... You're on this side and you're across the road, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All of a sudden I looked and I'm like, who's that doing it now? It says you.
Well, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, but...
As long as they, don't
Did
mess
you
around
see
in the
that now
driveway.
they up the snow?
I heard it was anywhere from 8 to 12.
8 to 15.
Oh, boy.
Yep. So...
I just got off the phone with John.
Yeah?
John's in Marinette.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Say hi to the ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Okay, ladies. So, thanks for humoring me. Candy's just getting over COVID for the second time.
Hello, ladies.
So, this is a bunch of nice goodies that Steph gave me, plus a few other things. And what we're going to do is I got 2 canvases. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to use, but I haven't made up mind. I want to paint my mixed media on there, and I want to use especially this.
Are you talking to me or them?
Them.
Okay.
Like you would care. about my mixed media.
That's why I'm walking out the door.
Okay.
Hey, you dropped some.
Yep, I know. How long you home this time?
I don't know.
Okay.
Could be for good. Could be for good, and it could be for about an hour.
Okay. Got all the kids off at home?
Yeah.
That you had to pick up or
Yeah.
drop off this morning? Scott does a lot of dedicated little runs with kids. That are handicapped, I guess you would say. So.
Well, I don't know necessarily say handicapped. Some are just challenged.
Yeah, I think that's Randy.
Why, is he coming back?
Yeah,
Yeah. Where is he?
right in front here.
Let me see.
See, he looks
Yeah,
tiny.
that's Randy.
Huh.
That's Randy.
It's really cool of him, actually. He
Yeah.
went all the way down to the corner.
We'll have to return the favor.
Yep. All right, sorry about that.
Well, wait a minute. No, he's smaller. He's shorter than that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That don't look like Randy.
No, I was talking Rob.
Yeah, that ain't Rob.
Yeah,
Rob's got an electric one. He would, and Rob's not the type of knitter to go all the way to the corner either.
Yeah, I have I didn't know he had an electric one, but
Yeah. Rob's a nice guy, but he's not a very giving guy.
yeah.
I mean, look he could do Jackie's when he's out and he never does. The only reason he did ours that time is Jackie spread the word that Dad was dying.
Oh.
It's the only reason you saw him out there at time. Well, you see where the snowblower guy goes. Might be him, but I doubt it. Didn't look like him. So, now I'm sorry. Talking to my neighbors here. So, I'm going to incorporate this, maybe the gears, and maybe the typewriter letters, and maybe the butterflies. I'll put these back on the shelf for now. Awesome sauce. And Crohn's is the one I'm like, where would I put that? I put in, and I don't know. See, this is how my mind works. Crohn's, steampunk, and I put boho together.
Yeah, that's Randy.
Yep, I didn't think it'd be Rob, sorry. He can't play well with it. Oh man, what she want? See, this happened. I will be right back. This is why I'm making a right back sign. I'll be right back so I can take this. Hello, Diamond.
Okay.
Focus. Make it quick. Yep. Your desk. Your desk. Cool. Double G's on the wall, you said? Okay. So I didn't know if I understood them. Cool. Nice. Like your bed. Where's the bed come from? Oh, so you don't need my bed? What's that bedspread behind on the wall? Oh, cool. Looks like something my mother would have made. Oh, okay. think that's what made me think of it.
The only thing we can't put up are these comic book things. There's no spot for them. That's all. The shelf is going up there, Kodak.
Alrighty.
Give you another thing to put your socks or underwear in.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Love you, bye. I am so sorry about that. I can sit here all day and not get one phone call and then wham. All right. So sorry about that. So I put this around with my boho and steampunk. This one I'm like thinking McPania. But that's kind of how I organize. But so we're gonna put these aside. And I'm thinking of using just this canvas because I think it's much better than this one. And I got more realtor space to work, realty to work with. Oh, it's a snow day, snow day, snow day. There we go. Just something. Oh, plus another reason I thought about using this. So I want to put holes in the corner after I get it done and decorate it so I can hang it off this thing I had made years ago when I was a kid. So we're going to just so right there. And I know my crocodile can actually go through this, so. Try this and do another layer just so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting really hit big time. Nobody should be on the roads at like 30. It's looking pretty windy out there, actually. It was snowing. It looked like it let up again, but that's what I guess is going to happen. It's going to let up and then start again. Let up and start again. I don't know where everybody is right now. I know Steffi is getting her little boy off the school bus because I messaged her and let her know I was going live. Tammy's not feeling well. Everybody's sick. Who knows? I don't know. Whether I'm getting bad weather and I said they might have outages. Scott got the generator pumped and ready just in case. And because we got where we can just bring the generator out and plug it right in the house. That's pretty cool. He had that. We did that when we updated the electric. But I got a thing in a message from my internet company saying may have outages. Yeah. Oh, it's still snowing. I just can't see it through. No, it's like this way, this wind. But the other night, it was so funny. Like Scott's getting home, and I'm upstairs and I'm looking out the window at my backyard. If you see the picture, if you look at my thumbnail, that's my backyard you're seeing in the thumbnail I got up on this post. That's my backyard. I'm looking out the backyard, and I look at my bird feeder, and I'm like, what the hell is on my bird feeder? Because it's dark. It's like probably 10 o'clock at night. And I stare at it for a long time, and we saw a rat going between the neighbors, our house, our garage, and even our son's house. So we've been trying to catch it and put it in heaven. And I thought it was a rat on my bird feeder. I was not going to be happy. So I go down there and I sneak up to it about arm length away. And these little eyeballs turn and look at me. And I'm like, oh, what the hell are you? You know, what? Didn't look like no rat to me. So I go to the car by Scott. He's in his work van doing his paperwork real quick before he comes in. He comes on and goes, what, baby? I'm like, shh. I said, slowly walk up to my green birdhouse. Yeah. And I said, tell me what the hell's on it. I only saw one. Well, then when he got up there and he walked up there and he saw here, it was a pair of flying squirrels. That was so awesome. And a rarity. They just sat there, I bet you, and ate for a good hour and a half. And then I wish I would have had like a webcam or something, or a camera I could have focused out there. I would have did that so I could have seen them fly off. I've been hoping they come back. So I'm thinking neon colors. We're going to see how well the neon colors do in this. And go from there. So right now I got neon purple. I might just have to do it more than once. I don't know. I'm just going to start with my background, my usual way. The only difference is I'm doing it on a canvas instead of a journal. Oh. Right there as well. I thought that was pretty cool seeing them. So I'm going to dry this. Let it snow, let it snow. Oh, how did I fix that corner? I don't know how I managed that, but we're going to fix that right now. wonder if the Packers flew out yet to Dallas. Because I bet you those planes are canceled. Huh. Would that be a kicker in it? Packers can't play Dallas because of the weather. Wonder what they do is cancel the game and then make it up. It's a playoff game there, so and it can't control Mother Nature. It's not like they own the airport. Wonder what happened. Interesting thing. I never thought of that until just now. I don't know why it popped in my head. Imagine all those people from Wisconsin that had tickets and can't get the flight out. Ooh, because of this weather. Damn. So that's a lot of money they're sitting. But most of those ticket things, I guess, have insurance for this kind of causes. I don't know. Diamond had flight insurance or something. Because when they went to Hawaii, they had like some insurance. The flight got canceled, and if something happened to them, they got flight insurance or something. It was really weird. I should put it in my name just in case. Nothing. Okay. All right. Sometimes I don't know why paint doesn't like to get on a canvas. Look at that one spot right there. Ain't that weird? You can see that? No matter how many times I go over it, it doesn't want to cover. I don't know why. And I gessoed this. You saw me gesso it. Don't know why. All right. Okay. All right. We're going to do neon blue. Oh, no, that's not the neon blue. I'm blue. But that's what I'm going for. We got the neon green. I may have to get another set out. There it is, neon blue. I have another set of all these colors. I think pink is gone. So I might have to go get it. It's right around the other side, but it's not like I have to run anywhere because I think actually I'm out of the pink. So we're going to do neon green and neon blue. That works for me. Yep. I'm out of the neon pink. I'm all close to being out of blue too. Yep, I see the box right from here. Okay. I'll have to wait for... Okay. I'm not very neat when it comes to my backgrounds, really. As long as I get the cover, like you see if that's going over that, I'm not worried about that. That's all right. I'm okay with that. Bring that up a little bit here. Like so. I'm going to go back down and then across. I'll get the edge. And we'll go right here. Okay. Only that little spot on the edge. I think my computer did an update last night or something did an update on YouTube because I'm getting all these notifications for channels. But kind of weird. You know what? I am going to grab another brush real quick. Looking at this, and I'm thinking I'm going to just do. Come on. There we go. Connect that. Hell. We're going to give this a dry, and then I'm going to go over these colors one more time. Picking up again. Okay. Just real quick over the purple in some spots because I already did it. But in that little spot that I added right here. purple look weird? How it just won't. No. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do it one more time. That spot right there. Okay. Okay. All right. So, wow, the edges. Okay. Maybe it's the neon paint. I'm not sure, but we'll see in a minute. Oh, really? Oh, I've never heard of that one. Huh. I might have to try that. This is the neon color, so I was just wondering maybe it was the name neon because of the pigment or something. I don't know. Remember, I've had it happen to me a few times though. I mean, and it's a Dollar Tree canvas, so they're not the best canvases. They're just really poorly made too. You can tell the difference than a Hobby Lobby stack of canvases to a Dollar Tree ones, you know. But I know this is a Dollar Tree one. I mean, they're nice. They'll do the job. This shouldn't be having a problem. I gessoed this one twice. That's all right. By the time I'm done, you won't even know. The snow days, snow days. It's a good day to cuddle with a loved one and watch movies. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I heard a ding. Why is that? No. See if I can straighten that out a little bit. Oh. Sorry if I hit this the camera. Okay. I know what I wanted to do. Okay. I know what I want to do. But I gotta do this first. And then I'm gonna do the other technique I want to do. Pick a color. Let's do the blue. Teal. Then I'll dry it. And I'll do it. Okay. And then I'm gonna use some stamps. Oops, I gotta get. Oh, okay. Another pain on my finger. Oops, did it again. All right. Okay, I'm more right there. Okay. Yeah, one there. And I'm thinking, bring this back up. Just put maybe half one coming off the edge right there. And another little one. There's that. And one up here. Okay. Cool. All right. Now we're going to dry this. I'm liking the color combo they're going. And I'm liking. There we go. Oh, put that on there. Okay. What the hell? Really warm. Drying out. Whew. Yeah. Feels good, actually. All right. So I want to put yellow. Just a smidge. Come on. Looks like mustard coming out of here right now, but it's not. Are we off?
Yeah.
Damn, Scott. Where's this run? Ooh, that came out fast. Okay. All right. Figured it. Try it right on the edge. Okay. Cool. Except for this. Wow. I don't know if I'm liking how this canvas is taking the paint. Look at it, comes off. It's weird how that's. Look at that. It's going right off. Look at that. Just with my finger rubbing. I've never had a canvas do that to me in my life. All that work to have that like that. So about Trump just popped. I don't know why I'm getting notifications all of a sudden. I had that all set up for no notification to the ding while I'm live. But I have no idea. I did an update, I think. And now, wham! I don't look too bad in. Right like that. Now, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna go wash my hands, use the little girl's room, and I'll be right back. One of my favorite candy bars is called the Birthday Cake by Kit Kat. I really love it. Sorry, I'm on some. Hi, Brenda. Oh, I didn't even try to sleep. I got up and did my dishes, tidied up, chilled for a while, and here I am. I hope nobody was expecting any Amazon packages in the state of Wisconsin, because I just got alert they're not delivering any packages. They pulled their trucks off the road. They probably called them all back to get in and get home. I hate that Scott's out in this build, but you know what? Like Scott said, right now for people that don't drive, they have to rely on people like Scott, or they'd be stranded. So says he takes his time. He says the streets aren't that bad. I mean, not how do you put it? Not bad with traffic, with people driving. So I gotta let this cool a little bit. It's kind of cool how I got that, right? I love how that looks. I have to determine which one I want, top or bottom. Still look how that paint didn't stay. So I'm gonna let this cool. It's really hot to my hand before I stamp on it. I love these, you guys. If you have never tried the Kit Kat birthday cake, they're really good. Two candy bars I hate. Kit Kat of any kind and Twix. if you want a cookie covered in whatever, you could buy a bag of sugar waffles and a jar of frosting. True. Kit Kat has been my favorite candy bar since I've been a kid. Kit Kat and Zero. I love Zero. Zero candy bar. The only place I could find them is that. For the longest time, Walmart didn't carry them anymore. I found them at my local Menards. My freezer's full of them. And yesterday, I was out shopping with Diamond. I bought Kit Kat, bought Scottish Reese's. And I just need a munchie real quick. Scott was home. Now he's gone. Just left a little while ago. He forgot to say goodbye to me. Came all the way back in the house. Me and Scott have this policy. We always say goodbye to each other because we never know it might be the last time. And I'm very paranoid about that. Okay? So we went all the way out and he saw me standing in the window. I want to wash my hands. So I don't wash my hands when I have paint on them in the bathroom sink. So I go all the way to the kitchen and wash my hands. Went to the bathroom. They saw me standing at my vestibule windows. French style windows. And he looked over and he saw me. And he came all the way back. And he's like, I forgot. And I'm like, yeah. Even if he comes in the room, just a goodbye. Even if no kiss. He just says, goodbye, baby. One other thing that bothers me, and it's weird. I don't know if it's me. I don't know. It's probably me. Diamond says I probably did. I talked to my mom 45 minutes before she died. She was on her way to come and get us, me and Diamond. We were going to go garage sailing. They were up at my aunt's, and then we were going to go look at a house. Well, then my stepfather, who had a tendency just to make plans and not tell my mom. Okay. So my mom calls me and says, can't pick you up to go garage sailing. And I'm like, why? Mr. B invited Uncle Al and Aunt Penny. Which she didn't know. They were already at my aunt's in the trailer. I'm like, okay. And she goes, I promise you next weekend. I'm going to tear up here. I promise you next weekend it's you and I in Diamond. And I went, okay. And, I was still kind of hurt, but nothing that butt hurt me. I was like, just sad. She goes, I will see you Sunday. Because we're going to go to the rodeo on Sunday. And I'm like, okay, I'll see you Sunday. I'm going to the concert tonight because I was going to a concert Saturday night. She's like, okay. Because the fair was in town. And I had 3 passes. So I was going to enjoy the concert, me and Scott. And 45 minutes later, my cousin Dawn called me and told me my mom had a massive heart attack at a garage sale. And it bothered me because I can't remember if I said goodbye to my mom. But Diamond says, Mom, you have a habit of even hanging up with me. Probably even do it to strangers, she said. Bye, I love you. So she goes, I guarantee you said bye, love you. Bye, love you. I mean, I didn't hang up on my mother because I'd never hang up on my mom. Never once in my life have I ever hung up on my mother. She'd kick my ass, no matter if I was 14 or 24 or 44, She'd have kicked my ass if I hung up on her. She'd show up in my door. I've done that to my son. Never hang up on me because I'll come in to hunt your ass. Yeah. He found that out just 3 years ago. We were 20 minutes from Diamonds, 10 minutes, maybe 15 in that category from Diamonds. My son was about 25 minutes to his house. I made Scott turn back around and bring me to my son's house. knocked on the door. He answered and he went, Mom. I said, you want to hang up on me again now? And he's like, he didn't know where to go with that. I'm like, don't you ever hang up on me. I don't care how mad you're at me. You do not hang up on me. And he's never hung up on me again. I said, we can disagree. I was upset that he wasn't coming out to Diamonds for barbecue. And I called him. Because it was always, my son went through the phase of always having an excuse not to attend anything for the longest time. And I was mad. And he knew I was mad. And I left and I said, you know what, Xavier? He's like, the only reason you hung up on me? Why? I said, because you know I'm right. Because if you didn't know I was right, you wouldn't have hung up on me. But don't you ever hang up on me again. You understand me? And he goes, I am an adult. And I said, yeah, and I am. You may be an adult, but I'm still your mother. And I can hurt you. Because I always told my kids, I brought you in this earth. I'll take you out. I was that type of mom. Sometimes I think my kid believed it. Sometimes I think Xavier believed it. Oh, yeah. Don't hang up on me. I mean, accidentally, but if you purposely hang up, that stirs my hide. I've had many people in the last year actually hang up on me on Messenger because they didn't like what I had to say. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I think they knew it too. Because I always look at it. If you hang up on a person and when you're having a disagreement or an argument and you hang up on the person, that means you touched a nerve and you were probably right. And they can't handle the truth. So they hang up. This is a cool stamp by Bull Bunny. Thank you, Steph. I love it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use the... See, maybe I can get a gear in there or two. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get maybe a small butterfly. Actually, I'm not even going to... I don't think I'm going to do gears. I'm just going to use this zigzagger one. I like this. Or maybe this one right there. Yeah, that'll look good. And right there. And right there. You're ready to kick somebody today. Hi, Steph. I didn't even see you come in. You need a punching bag. You should order a punching bag. It's really helpful. Scott's got to get mine up. Yeah, I better not do that now, though. I can just, yeah. You need a punching bag. They're very good. It's actually Scott's. I think I've used it more than Scott. Boom, boom, boom. I'm ready to kick some buddies today. No, I yell and then lose my voice. Yeah. Xavier had to be late for work because I was on the phone with Xavier earlier. I heard the dogs. And he should have just told us or called his dad. Chantel, the bank closed early in Chantel, and Chantel's kind of freaked out to drive home. So Xavier went out, was going to pick her up, but then Chantel decided, I guess, to drive her car home, but Xavier followed her in the truck. She was freaked a little bit because it's bad here. And nobody was coming into the bank, so the bank just closed. Put a notification, sent, I guess, a message to all their bankers saying we're closing at noon or something. She's home, but she was kind of freaked to drive home. So Xavier drove out there and followed her. I said, you should have just told Dad. Called Dad. Why? I said, he was out in Howard, where she works. Because then I call him right before he's like, Mom, I can't talk. And I'm like, okay. I said, what are you doing? He goes, I said, what's the rush? I said, you don't, because I called him at like 11. He doesn't have to be to work till 12:30, and he only works like 10 minutes away, you know? I'm like, what's the rush? He goes, I have to go get Chantel at work. I'm like, oh. And then he called me back after they got back here before he left, because he's like, I'll call you back when I get back. I'm like, okay, bye. And I'm like, bye. So he called me back when they got back, and he was telling me, because I was just asking, because I got him a snowblower, okay? It needed a $10 part and then a $15 part, and I wanted to know if he used it yet yesterday. You know, he's like, no, the neighbor he said he came home and the neighbor snow blowed his driveway, so he didn't have to do it. And I'm like, oh, well, that was nice. And his sidewalk, so he didn't have to use it. But he just got the last part in. And he's like, I've been working. I haven't been able to do it. So he's like, I don't know yet, Mom. I said I'd call you. Because he did say, I asked him, I called him like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Did you use the snowblower yet? Because my son has ADHD. Very bad. And then he's an adult now, and it's still bad. Half the time he forgets he talks to me, I think. Or he just chooses to ignore me, one or the other. So I called him. He was like, Mom. And I'm like, what? He says, he goes, I love you, when he called me back. Because we never got to why I was calling him in the first place. And he's like, and he called me back. I was glad he called me back. Told me what was going on. I said, you should have called Dad. He's like, why? I said, he probably was out in Howard. He could have followed Chantel home, and she only would have had to go around. He'd come in, she'd go one road over, and he'd go around. Because Xavier's here, and here we are. So it's like, boom. She'd go boom to the cul-de-sac, and then Scott would go boom to our driveway. Xavier goes, I never thought of that. I said, yeah, you should have called Daddy. He was out in Howard. Because he had to go pick up somebody out in Howard. He could have followed her home. They went to Caird. He goes, how do you know? I said, it's a kid. He went to know. And I think if we got explained to the mom, he would run a little bit, and she would have probably just made a phone call to the mom that he was dropping the kid off, and explain, hey, my daughter-in-law works out in Howard. She's kind of timid driving in the snow. She wants to be followed. I could follow her. He would have did it. Even if he had a roundabout way, come here, drop her off, and then go deliver, he could have did it. He would have did it. Scott's boss said, you have free reign today of the cab. And Scott goes, what do you mean? Take any ride. This is cool how his boss is right now, because it's this stuff I never did. It's $13 to just get in the cab. $13 minimum. $13 just to enter that cab. It's a Dodge Caravan, but it's a cab. It doesn't even have markings on, because this usually they got identify sticker in the window side, because I asked that. The magnets come off in the winter, I guess. He's got magnet ones. So $13 to get in that cab automatically. $13 for every mile. It's $4. $4. I'm like, oh my God. Yep, $4. So his boss told Scott today, due to the fact of the storms coming through, they're going to get calls left and right. $25. Doesn't matter where you're going. Doesn't matter the distance, unless it's like in the city limits. That's Howard, Eschwauman, and the pier in Green Bay. $25 because of the storm. He's doing a small rate because a lot of people are like, I'm going to leave my car. I can't drive in this. But they expect somebody else to drive, like Scott. So I think Scott said $25 minimum today, just so that they don't get stranded. So his boss, I told Scott, I think that's pretty cool that his boss decided to do it that way for people that probably normally wouldn't take a cab. Charges just a flat, it's $25 in the city of limits of Green Bay, Ashwaubenon and De Pere and Howard. and Bellevue and all that. So them are all little suburbs around Green Bay, by the way, I'm mentioning. But any other time, it'd be $13 just to get into damn cab. So I said to Scott, "Are you still getting paid your regular rate?" I get paid. He says, "Actually, I'm getting paid $20 an hour right now because of the bad weather, because nobody wants to be out in it." Scott's the only one out running cab today in the city of Green Bay that works for this company Scott works for. Because there's 2 guys plus there's Scott and another 2 guys, and they wouldn't work today. So Scott's it. So he told Scott, "I'm paying you $25 today, or $20 an hour today." What Scott would make on a run out of town. So Scott makes $15 an hour plus tips. And I asked a question Scott asked today. He said to John, his boss, he said, "I got a question because my wife asked." And he's like, "What?" So if a lot of people sometimes pay with credit cards. Scott goes, "If they pay with a credit card and they chose to put a tip there on there for the driver, what happens?" He goes, "Oh, you get it, Scott. It's yours." He goes, "Like your Milwaukee run." Yeah. He goes, "You got a tip from the guy on his credit card. It'll be on your paycheck." He goes, "That's the only thing when they do it that way, it's on their paycheck. Where cash, you don't have to, I guess, I don't know how Scott's like, I don't know if I have to report the cash. He doesn't know yet. He's next week. I think he told me Tuesday. He has to go out there every Tuesday and drop off all his paperwork from the week before. Well, the guy's lady that handles payroll and deductions and taxes and all that will be in the office next Tuesday. And Scott will know more some of the details, like insurance. Because they offer they offer insurance through the state because they're a small business. So they don't have to carry insurance, but they offer this thing you can get from the state of Wisconsin. So, matter of fact, the lady mentioned it to us yesterday when we called to tell them that Scott was working and what we have to do, because we are on Wisconsin insurance right now. We do pay a percentage to have the Wisconsin insurance, but they have different categories, It's weird. I don't understand it. That's why Diamond does it. So we called to report that Scott's working. Well, we can't do anything till we get a pay stub. And I thought Scott gets paid weekly, which I hate. I hate weekly checks. I really do. So easy to think you're going to save it, and all of a sudden it's gone because it's a weekly thing, but bi-weekly, boom, I can pay the bills. But he knows what the average bills is, I told him. So if he's good about it, he'll be fine. But whatever. So, so the lady mentioned it when she looked up the company Scott works for. We might just stay on, she says, you guys might as well just stay on the state of Wisconsin insurance you got. Your payment rate a month will change. It's basically the same damn insurance, just a different name. So, because I am not going without insurance. That's for sure. Is that looking cool? I think I'm looking cool. Okay, I gotta turn this somehow. Okay. Okay, how is this honeycomb like that? This is a cool stamp. This honeycomb stamp. Okay. There. I'm just kind of adding some color in. So I don't know if I'm going to do them all. I'm kind of like, all it's looking at just those ones. So a little bit in a couple of them. So. Because I'm going to put a BRB on there yet. So, and I'm going to stamp that with another stamp. But that's a cool stamp. Plus, I'm thinking. Oh no! I gotta get that stamp. Where it is. Ouch. I'm liking how this is looking. What do you guys think? Can you see that? It will when I'm done. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, my drawers come with little knobs. Be tightened. So, this old man, he go home. This old man go rolling home. My mama used to sing me that. I don't know why that popped in my head. BRB. Be right back. I don't. I'm not gonna put a time on it because I don't know. Sometimes it takes longer than I thought it would. So, but I'm sick and tired of writing this out every time I had to go do something. So I decided I'm gonna make one. My ink here. I got the B. I'm sure I got it right. There we go. Okay. B B D D D B D boop doop. Okay. Now, that's on my way. Just line that up. Let's see. I'll just go right there, that line. That's good. The 10, and we're going to go down. So I think that looks really good right there. Okay. You think? Yeah, that looks. Let's see. I got to stand up. Bear with me. A little crooked. Okay. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm going to lower it because I am putting holes here and here so I can hang it when I'm not using it. So I'm just eyeballing it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Staying alive. Staying alive. Did you hear that about that article? The Bee Gees? About that song, Staying Alive, Staying Alive. Actually saved a guy's life. Because for some reason, so many notes actually is what you need to hear when you're doing CPR. I think it's Staying Alive song. I could be wrong on the song. But I know it's a Bee Gees song. Ooh, I gotta clean this one. Okay. Well, the birds are still flying out there, hitting my feeders. I put a bird feeder. Oh, I told Scott, I want a bird feeder outside my craft window. So he said it's going to be kitty corner, not directly out, but kitty corner a little bit, so I can still see it. But guess what? Ain't happening until spring. I don't think this snow's going away. I don't think, because I just mentioned that to him like last week, and he goes, "Oh yeah, we'll get you one." We were gonna go and get me a shepherd's hook, so I could do that because I like watching birds. I could be crafting away and look out the window and look at a bird. I'll have to feed her. Well, I don't think I'll be getting my shepherd's hook. I may get the shepherd's hooks, but it won't be going out because I can't even see my ground. And right now, the snow isn't probably that far, maybe. I'm gonna put a ruler out. Go get my metal yardstick and stick it outside my window. And see how much snow it gets, because it's hard to tell. Because I'm looking at my neighbors. Okay, across the right of my window. And the snow is almost past their basement windows, guys. It's like this far from going over their little window wells. That's how much snow here. Not good. Yeah. And we're not done. Damn, eh? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Staying alive, staying alive. There we go. Looks good, don't it? This piece not as dark. I don't know why. Get some more on there a little bit if I can. Oh, that's better. I'm gonna be touching them up anyways. So I wish I could find. This is a Stampin' Up set. It's upset. Set? Jesus, I can't talk today. I believe. Oh no, not in Stampin' Up. I think it's hang on, I'll tell you, it's on the front of the envelope. Hang on. I had it around myself. And I love this blockage like alphabet. Close to my heart. I wish I could find the smaller case, like this style. But I don't know if it says what style. Oh. Rustic alphabet. I wish I should just look that up. Rustic alphabet and see if there's a lowercase. I wouldn't mind getting a lowercase. I got this at a rummage sale for $1. I don't leave things around. I leave things at rummage sales too often that say $1. For that, of course, that's coming home with me. You betcha your butt it is. Okay. I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes. I'm going to go wash my hands so I don't smear this ink anywhere on this, and I will be right back. Oh, but if you have high winds, that snow is going to drift and make it look like you have more than what you get. Yeah, it's pretty windy, so I'm just saying, when I'm looking out my window, it's crazy. I can only imagine what my backyard looks like. You know what's going to be really funny? Is I sit up. I have a window, okay? I have a shaker porch. People don't know what a shaker porch is. Hi, Sabrina. A shaker porch is, years ago, was just a little porch so the women could go out there and shake their rugs. Well, I have one. And there's a door out, and it's probably as wide as my craft table. It's not very big. Me and Scott can stand on it together, but we couldn't put a lawn chair out there together. Matter of fact, he's building me a platform so I can sit out there on a lawn chair, because right now it's just a metal racking. And I want to be able, I told Scott, I want to sit out there. And he's like, what do you want me to do? I don't care. So make me a platform so I can put my lawn chair out there. And he's like, okay. So next year, because I'm going to paint it. It needs a good paint job too. Next year I'm going to paint it. And then he's going to give me something to sit my lawn chair on the shaker porch. Well, I stand out there. And I watch my 4-legged grandchildren, which are Xavier and Chantel's dogs. They are funny in the snow. And I was looking at Xavier's yard. I can't wait. I told Xavier, text me when you're going to let him out tonight. Why? I said, because you got snowdrifts and they do this like poof, they disappear. I said, I want to video them. He goes, what? I go, I want to video them. They're funny. He goes, why? I said, I watched them the other day. They disappeared. And then Spencer, okay, you know how you have that oldest child that says, don't do it if you have more than one children? Well, you have Scout. He's 5 years old. And you have Spencer, who's 2. So you got like the 5-year-old that's basically 10, and you got the 2-year-old. It's 4. I look over. Was it last week? We had a little bit of, it was about the middle of last week. We had a little bit of snow. Saber and Chantel have an outdoor patio set. This is hilarious. I call Xavier, or I call Chantel. I said, Chantel, and she goes, what? I said, I need you to go out your front door, or go out your door, but don't go out the back. I said, or go out your glass front door, or your little front door. She goes, yeah. Because I don't want the dogs to see you. If they hear you come out the garage door, they'll hear you, and then you'll miss it. She's like, okay, why? I said, you just gotta do it. So I said, and go around the house and peek over at the fence. So she does it. You have Scout sitting there looking up at Spencer, who's on the glass table with his legs all like Bambi on the ice. You have Scout, like I said to Chantel, because I walked over me and Chantel. Oh, because I snuck over at the same end of the yard. The dogs would say, I told Chantel. And looking at Scout, the way he's looking up at him. I told you not to get up on the table. That's what you get. All of a sudden, Spencer decides he's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna move my legs now, and he went right off the table. I laughed so hard, me and Chantel. Oh, I missed the first sizable snowfall of the year after I forgot it. I'm glad I don't live in the snow zone anymore. Yeah, I think I did say hey Sabrina back, but I'll say it again. Hello Sabrina. But I laughed so hard. That's what I said. I want a camera. I told Scott, I need a doggy cam to put on the fence to watch the dogs, and I need a bird and squirrel camera. And he just stares at me like I'm crazy. But oh my god, I was rolling with the dogs. So I told Xavier when he called me back today, I'm like, well, you tell Chantel later on. Let me know when she's letting the dogs out. I need some entertainment. Oh, that is my alarm. I still didn't get to wash my hands. They crack me up, those damn dogs. They're funnier than hell. Dogs are funny. I miss having a cat and I miss having a dog. But I don't, me and Scott are not getting pets anymore. We're to that age that I got a Harley. I don't want to worry about trying to find somebody to feed my cat or dog. I want to hop on the Harley and go. So I'll be right back. laughing my butt off over those damn dogs. God, they were funny. But Xavier told me that when it gets weather like this, they don't usually let the dogs out. They buy puppy pads. They take them down in the basement. They have a place to set up in their laundry area, I guess, where they can do their business so they don't have to go out. That's my daughter. She's worried about the stray cat they've been feeding. She asked me, she messaged me, and she said, have you seen the stray? There's a stray cat in her neighborhood. She's like, have you seen the stray cat? I've been worried about her. And I'm like, no, I have not. Oh, that's Chantel's got a big heart for animals. But there's nothing wrong with that. But Xavier told her, you get another cat. She was hoping to catch it and find it at home. That's her agenda all the time, except she ends up keeping them. But Xavier's like, this one has to be found a home or thrown over to Humane Society or adopt a pet center if they can get it. But they haven't been able to catch it. They don't know how long it's been out. They got it on camera. I got the cat on camera too. And there's no like collar or anything on this cat. So I gave Chantel I had food from Lucy that was still good. There was nothing wrong with it. Canned food, I gave it to Chantel, and she's been feeding her the stray with it. I missed it. So, well, I said, Diamond, we should have waited. And she's like, why? I said, we could have had our white Christmas on the 12th and celebrated it. We all would have been stuck at your house. I said, it would have been fine. We'd have made do. Yeah, she goes. I said, I remember a lot of my Christmas Eves like this coming home from my grandparents' house. Christmas Eve, big snowstorms. Diamond goes, really? I'm like, oh, yeah. You kids did not experience the snow that I have. I'd go deer hunting with my grandfather every year. I'd take off school. Because up by us, you can take a week off of school to go deer hunting. You just get permission. Usually that week, the teachers planned not so much work. Because, Christ, they should have just shut the school down because a lot of teachers wanted to go deer hunting too. So we had a lot of subs that week. Anyways. But I said to Diamond, when I was a kid, I can remember going out in the woods with Grandpa and walking through snow that was up to my knees. Yeah. I said, not anymore. I mean, we get some sleety snow in October once in a while. That way, up here, we don't know if we're dressing our kids for bad weather or really Indian summer weather for Halloween. This year it was kind of chilly, but no snow. It did kind of rain. It started like that little not like downpour, not a direct rain, mist. The mist type was what we were experiencing, but it was cold. Got it. Oh, sorry. That's what I forgot. I forgot to take my pill. It's Friday. Friday. Yeah. All day. All right. All day. All right. I got a picture of Diamond, or a picture. I showed Diamond a picture of me next to a deer that my grandpa and I caught, that my mom took, And you could hardly see me in the picture because I was little. That's probably maybe Coda's age, 10, 12. No, 10, about 10, I'd say. Around that age, And the snowdrift, where we were when she took the picture, we had to carry the deer out. Because where we shot it, where Grandpa shot. No, because I would even take school off even before I could go hunting. Because my grandpa was elderly, so I got to stay just in case. I always went out to the woods with him because he had health problems. So I always stayed home from school and it was hunting season to go out in the woods with Grandpa. Just in case. But there's pictures of me. You could hardly see me because the snow was high in the woods. You didn't need a freezer in November to worry about your deer. Now you do. So what do you think so far? Be right back, guys. And I use those new stamps from Stephanie. I like it. And I'm not done with the stamps yet because I wanted to get the BRB on first. Let's see where I go. Birds are out though. Just flying past the window. It must be sad. I laughed because I said the birds go back and forth between my yard and Paul's. So I'm just trying to figure out who's having dinner and what house. If my house is dinner and Paul's house is dessert, or is Paul's house dinner and my house is dessert. I know the squirrels go back and forth because we have one squirrel that weird that hard to see. Oh, the reason I know the squirrels go to Paul's house to eat too is because we have one squirrel where it looks like his tail's cut off, and then we have one squirrels. Sorry, excuse me. One squirrel that looks like he has a rat tail. Looks like he lost all the hair on it. I feed him. Scott thinks I'm crazy. I feed him peanuts. I'm like, they need to eat too. He just shakes his head at me. He's like, all right. So I buy peanuts. I didn't know. I looked it up. Peanuts are okay to feed the squirrels. I know one thing, I tell you, this medication they got me on, it sure makes me want to pee a lot. I don't know which one it is, but damn. Looked them all up the other night, and there is a side effect. Frequent urination or whatever it said. Interesting, I tell you. But if I didn't take the one medication that's for my hands, I would not be doing crafting. I would drive me crazy. I told Scott that the other day. I am so glad that there's something I can take until my procedure. Because if I couldn't do something, I'd have been, I don't know what I did with myself. I have to craft. I have to art journal. I would be going nuts. So, I mean, my fingertips are a little numb. And my, tips, probably about here on my thumb. Probably about there on my fingers, which is expected. I got told yesterday, but not a good doctor. He's like, we're going to get you off that medication, he says. I'm like, you're not taking me off it today, are you? And he goes, no. Once your surgery, you don't have to take that one anymore. I'm like, oh, okay. Because my doctor put a request in to that doctor so I could see that doctor, and in there it was up to this doctor to determine if he had my primary. I hear it's weird. I don't know how this. I don't understand the medical thing. My regular primary doctor left it up to the hand doctor if there should have been if there's a different medication for me to take. He's going to leave it the way it is because he looked to see how long I've had it. Because when I go to have this procedure and I'm numb, he's also going to numb this hand and give me a shot because he doesn't want to do both hands at once. I would be doing both hands, but no, he doesn't want to do both hands at once. So he'll do the fact that I'm like in a dentist's office chair is how he described it. He's going to put the shot in this hand, and then in 3 weeks to a month, I'll come back and go back and have the second hand done. But then he rattled what the shot is. I don't remember. It's a shot, but I won't have to need the pills then. Thank you. So, thank you. I'm glad it's much better, Candy. Thank you for God blessing me. Much better too. You're gonna. Yep. Can you make them out? Yeah. You should be. You should see them now, right? Trust me, you don't want both at once. How would you wipe yourself? Yeah. Well, I'm not having the typical Candy. I'm not having the typical carpal tunnel surgery. This is the procedure I'm getting. See this? They're not cutting through my muscle tissue or nothing. They insert a little spot in the hand like this, and then it's a little. I'll read this. Minimal invasive surgery, thread carpal tunnel release. Ultrasound technology precisely maps out the anatomy of the wrist, and then it's used to guide a thin needle through the base of the hand underneath the transverse carpal ligament and exiting into the wrist. Through this needle, a thin, smooth thread is fed. Another needle is inserted through the wrist in a similar fashion. The ultrasound guide over the transverse carpal ligament, and then a thin, smooth thread again loops through, backs out of the original needle site. The thread surrounds the transverse carpal ligament and is manipulated in the back and forth motion to divide the transverse carpal ligament and releases pressure on the meridian nerve. That's what it is. It's a nerve. That's what causes it. Oh, you've had this? Oh. Once completed, the thread is removed and 2 small bandages are placed in a needle placement site. The entire procedure usually takes less than 15 minutes. I almost died. I'm thinking they're going to cut like my grandma. Because I remember when my grandma had this. Because I had to go stay with my grandma to assist my grandma. When she had hers, her whole wrist was all bandaged up. I was there for 2 weeks. And then I had to go. I mean, it wasn't nothing bad to being about my grandma's. But I just remember 2 weeks I was at my grandma's to assist her. And then about a month later, she had the other one done. And I was back for 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you were in Be Much Channels today when I was describing it. That's right. But I was kind of stunned because I didn't know what to expect. Because I really told my doctor I didn't want surgery. I've heard too many nightmares about having the carpal tunnel surgery. If this is a way to go it around and not have all the other way that I've heard about, I'll do this one. I just can't believe it only takes 15 minutes. That's what blew me away. Today's technology, ancient tiny secret. I guess. I heard what I understood when I read about this. Most doctors don't perform it. My understanding. They go the old school way. So Bima needs to come to see me and get her surgery done here. I like how I did that black one on the edge. Does that look cool with that black one on the edge a little bit? Okay. Both hands, and you're not a typist, and it sounds more like pinched nerve problem in the neck or upper spine. Me? Well, they checked my neck's fine. I had this the last on the 5th I had an EMG, and there's no nerve damage in my arms or my neck. I'll never have that again. I'll tell you that one. That was painful. So they did think it was my nerves. They did an ultrasound on both hands yesterday. I guess the typical person is at a 5-ish. 5 to 7, he said. I'm at a 13 and way up there. He said you might as well call it 14 on this hand and 13 on this hand. And that's not good. He said anything above 10 is not really good. Yeah. That's what I said. How the hell can I get carpal tunnel? Here I am. This is my life. I've been a housemaker. I haven't worked where it was repetitive motions. I was thinking about that last night. In years. But I've complained, okay? I've been complaining off and on about this sensation in because I always do this. I've been doing this for years. So it's something that has probably been there a while, and it finally doing all the stuff around the house, paint and washing the walls, and then going over in Xavier's house and assisting him probably did not help me. It probably really agitated it more, and now it's saying no more, letting it go and feeling better later. That's what kind of how he described it. He's like, yep, it's finally saying no more, no more. Because he's like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, I'm a housewife. I said, well, he goes, really? And he goes, how long you been housewife? And I said, 30 some years. I said, I work here and there in between with my kids because of my eyesight problem. I couldn't see this. I barely can see the screen. I have to sit here and squint to get your screen to see the chat sometimes. I couldn't work the way I used to look at the screen steady. I can't look at a screen steady like I used to. It really messes with my eyes. Because I used to work at Hardee's. I worked at McDonald's. I worked at Toys R Us. I'm not a job jumper. These are jobs I would take for extra money during Christmas season. Montgomery Wards was my longest. Montgomery Wards, I worked at Montgomery Wards. That job was a full-time job. Diamond was 4 or 5, because she remembers me working at Montgomery Wards, and I worked at Montgomery Wards till they closed down. And they took my money and ran. Yeah. But I did get unemployment. But yeah, I didn't get paid my last month of work. So I always say, they took my money and ran. Yeah, I ran the children's department at Montgomery Wards here in Green Bay for I think I was there 8 years. That is so long ago. That feels like eons ago. Huh. Yep. And then they close their doors, didn't pay anybody their last month's checks, and bam. Lost my 401k. Yep. But I had their credit card, and I had about probably $1,000 worth on a credit card for them. I bought clothes all the time. And I just paid it, pay it. And I got paid. After they closed doors, I never got another bill. Never showed up on my credit either. So I don't know if that was their way of not paying me. Dad had car with surgery years ago. Didn't help, but he looked like he slit his wrist after that. He went for acupuncture and it solved numbness. Yeah, this guy's doing acupuncture on my neck, actually. Yep. Because I was telling him, when they inserted the needles to do the EMG in my neck has been so sore. Because he asked me, do you have neck problems? I said, occasionally I'll go in and get adjust. I said, but they inserted the needles like this far out from my neck when they did the EMG, and my neck has hurt since. So he made an appointment. Oh my God, stupid. I've never had acupuncture before. This doctor does it. It's like, have you ever had acupuncture? And I'm like, nope. So he's like, hey, you're a patient now. And I go, yeah, because it's Chinese. He gave me one free, he told this nurse, set up an appointment for free acupuncture. He said, let's get her neck better. And I was telling him about my sciatica. Because he was looking at my file. Sorry, I put a piece of candy in my mouth. He was looking at my history, and he goes, you got sciatica? I go, yeah, that's why I go in once in a while, get adjusted. He says, not that I am going to put down your chiropractor. He says, but your chiropractor can't solve sciatica. I'm like, I know. I said, I got cortisone shots. Because when was the last time I got them? I said, 2 years ago. They're pretty much due. I said, I've been actually lucky. No, it was longer than 2 years ago. Oh my God, I should ask. Well, he knew. He looked at it. Been a while, he says. Oh my God. You'd act up? I said, hasn't acted up in a long time. I mean, I kind of strain myself once in a while, and I'll agitate it. I can know right away. I told him about my fall down the steps. So, because I said my lower back is so sore from falling. Well, he looked at my bruise, because I told him, I said, Doc, no disrespect, but my bruise is about the size of China. He starts laughing. So he looked. And he goes, oh, I'm like, yeah, I told you, China. He starts laughing. He felt my lower back and my butt. What is that on the, where your butt cheeks is, that bone, whatever it's called. He didn't feel anything like it was broke or anything. I did go in. They didn't take an X-ray. I told him. I said I went in. They didn't take an X-ray when I went in. The doctor just felt around. He says I don't feel anything either. He goes, we'll get you in. He goes, I'll put acupuncture into your insurance coverage. He goes, and I'll get that all good for you. I'm like, okay, cool. So I said, he says most insurance cover it. I never knew insurance covered acupuncture. So I said, well, I feel it. He says most people don't even feel it. I'm like, okay. He went like this. He goes, most people don't feel it. And he kind of went like this. He goes, did you feel that? And he kind of just pinched me. I said, not really. And he goes, that's pretty much what you feel. Just a little. I'm like, okay, I trust you. You're the doctor. You're the educated man. Not me. So my back is so sore. So sore. I get up right now and it's like, ooh. Or walking my steps. And I go to, it hurts. I've been falling down way too much lately, though. I don't know what it is. This is just a fall on my stairs. So my liberating is always off since my eyes are getting bad. Worse. I think that's what's causing it. All right, what color do I want to do? Oh, let's see. Do I want to do blue? Pink? No, pink's a heart. I don't want a heart. This tone? Nope, don't like it already. Can tell there's a alot on it. Nope. I might go get the other one I have. It's great. See, I've never had it. I'm gonna go grab something to drink, guys. I'll be right back. I don't want to take it as long this time. Plus, I gotta get different brands. And I found my orange juice. I lost my orange juice. I thought I left it in Devin's car. So I asked her earlier, and she said no. Scott put it out on the front porch, which is the entranceway. We have a shelf there. Keeps things really cold out there if you want them cold. It's like our own little indoor freezer. I'm not going this way. I'm going this way. It's like our own little indoor freezer. Oh, okay. Oh, there. Oh, I never thought. I was looking. I'm like, why did it dawn on me this morning to look there? I don't know why. I was having a blonde moment, I guess. Just like, where is my orange juice? I drink a lot of orange juice. I like orange juice. Nothing wrong with vitamin C. Okay. Oh, okay. We got. Oh, they're the same. I thought they were different. My bad. These are bronze, gold, and white. And I got these from. Bought this from Trucker Janie. And I know there's some in here. Well, they're just bronze. On this side, I think are just little push ones. Yeah. Cute, but nope. Alright. So. I think I'll do blue. Blue will look good. Let's see. Blue. What do I want to do? This one. Oh, that's a flower color. Oh, cool too, actually. I'll let you guys decide. A blue or this flower like color green. It's like a teal. Or neon green. I'll hold it up closer in a second. I don't think the yellow would look good, but I'll put the yellow up there just in case. Okay, those 4. So you got teal, neon green, yellow, or blue. Which one? Oops. Just picture it on that edge. Well, about right where the flower landed. Probably, or right where that blue will be. Because I want to put a hanger on it. So what color do you think? Blue. Oops, there we go. Blue, yellow, neon green, or teal. To me, it's a toss-up between the teal and the blue. Oh, God, that tastes so good. So refreshing. Jesus, birds. Teal. Teal it is. Okay. Teal it is. I had to pick these all up. Was it last week before, where Allie used them? And, she didn't close the containers. They were all in the bottom of my drawer. She must have probably just went like this real quick. I know this was close. Probably tossed it like this. I had to pick them out. I'm not a happy Nana. I told her, Allie, I'm like, Allie, you got to be careful when you put things away. She is at that age, though. So I have to kind of... 13. Testing her boundaries with her mother. Diamond the other night goes, how'd you survive it? Giggle. I just giggle. I laugh. Yeah. Well, welcome to the teenage world. Yep. Well, you know what a good thing would be to measure these so they're even, though. It's funny. I think it's funny. Because I remember my daughter at that stage of life. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm going to go right there. Mother, come on. Okay. Right there. Okay. I said it did it in white because I can't see it. There. Perfecto. Oh, ponytail. You know what? I got the big one like this where it's the blue or teal handle. I've never used it yet. Oh, I know one thing. I can't remember when you're doing a study of this one. There's my repetitive motion right here. Because he asked me, what do you do every day? Repetitive, over and over. I'm like, I paint. He thought I was a painter, like house painter. I'm like, no, in art journals I'd go. Canvas. I'm a paint. I'm a crafter. No job. I'm like, no outside job. I'm a housewife. I'm like, I don't know how I could get carpal tunnel. I said. He goes, but you could have it for years and not know it. He told me. So, yeah, he was funny. I laughed at him telling me no Karate Kid. No Karate Kid. What? You know who? Because he says, and then I go, what? Because I went, what? You know Karate Kid. I'm like, Ralph Matt, the Karate Kid. He goes, yeah. I said, Ralph Macchio. Macchio? He goes, I said, the actor? I don't know him personally, but he hung up on my walls when I was a teenager. Because I was madly in love with him. Because I loved the Karate Kid. And he goes, and then he thought about it and he starts laughing. And so did the nurse. And, well, I meant the movie, he says, not the actor. And I'm like, oh, okay. No Karate Kid. No paint fences. I'm like, oh my God. No sand table or porch. No motions like that. No motion. And then I went, so no doing it to a car? And he's like, no. No wax on, no wax off. No, he says. They both died. I come back in the room by Scott, and I am laughing. And Scott goes, what's so funny? I said, he told me no Karate Kid. Scott goes, what? No wax on, no wax off. I said, no paint fences either. Oh, Scott. Oh, I get what he's saying. Scott goes, he goes, what? But you think about it. Good thing to tell a person if they, none of this with the wrist. None of this. And the study of it. But I laugh so hard. Do you know Karate Kid? And I go, well, I know Karate Kid. I know Ralph Macchio, but I not personally. He gave me that look like, what? He told me that was the first time anybody has ever answered him like that. I go, I said I was madly in love with him when I was 13, 12, something like that. He hung on my walls. Yep. I still have a couple of his posters somewhere. What's going on? Hang on, guys. There's something going on outside my window across the street. What are you doing, people? Stop it in the middle of the road in a snowstorm. Even on a side street is dumb. That's my opinion. With no four ways on. That's intelligent. Huh. I don't know. Who here crashed will know why. People just don't think. I get it's a side street, but still. You should have four ways. Oh, he's unloading I think he's unloading a snowblower. But he's in the middle of the street. He should still have his four ways on. Especially in these conditions we're in. Or idiots. Sorry. Scott told me the other day he was at a stoplight and so this lady gets out of her car. Scott's like the senator. He's like a car behind her, and she literally gets out of her car and talks on her phone in an intersection. So Scott's thinking she's having car problems. So Scott he's in the taxi. I call his van a taxi. So he says he puts on his four ways, thinking she has car trouble because he's right behind her. And he says he gets on. He goes, "Ma'am, are you having car trouble?" She's like, "No." And Scott goes, "What's going on then?" She goes, I don't have good reception on my phone, so I thought I'd get out of the car and see if it helped. Scott goes, "You do know you're at a red light, right? You're at a red, green light, Go in a parking lot," he says. She told him to F off. Well, guess what? Cops showed up. She had to move real quick because the cop was on the other side. So he kind of did the U and pulled up. Scott, Scott, what's going on? Scott says there's nothing wrong with her vehicle. She just didn't get good enough reception in her phone. Keeps blanking out, so she decided to get out of the car. Oh my God. Scott said, he said that cop did not look happy. Who does? Use your noggin. I said, Scott, how old was she? He goes, I'd say about between 20 and 30. I said, yeah, that explains it all. So, I'm hoping. Oh, like I don't know. Because right now, I need this. I hope I did it right. I think I may have brought it down too low. I think I'm just going to use ribbon. Yeah, I'll just use ribbon. Okay. But, yeah, Scott goes, I just like, what? I said, yep, they are to make them a dime a dozen a day, I said. No, I can't get good reception. My phone keeps going in and out. Scott goes, is it an emergency phone call? She's like, no. Well, then go do it in a parking lot, he goes. And she's like, F you! I just can picture Scott when she did that. I'm sorry, I know my husband well. He probably wanted to say right back to her, but he probably held his tongue. I think I'd have lost it. I thought when he first told me it was one of his cabbies, like somebody that he was picking up. I'd have left the person. I told Scott. It's like, no, it wasn't one of my person I was picking up. I'm like, oh. I told him I'd have been like, see ya, call another company. I wouldn't do well as a cab driver, man. I'll be honest with you. There's no way. Especially if they get those people that are butt heads. Very inconsiderate. I got these. I call them Riley beads. They're just little plastic pony beads. I'm not gonna put too many on because of the fact I'm gonna be hanging it. But I want to put some on. Oh, that's gonna look pretty. Pretty and pink. Okay, there we go. Not too much left of that. Valentine's Day ribbon. Woohoo, look at it. Okay. I'm hoping these fit through this. If they don't, I won't be putting any on. Ooh, let's see. I'm almost. Come on. Where's my pokey doll? I just want to get like one color of each on. Possibly. Oh, yeah. Look at there. Because, okay, I'm going to tie this. And hopefully not. And I may put a little gob of them. That's my new glue gun, guys. It sits here and gets charged. And you go like that. And it'll blink, blink, blink. And then when it's ready, it'll go solid. So, put that facing me. Okay. We did pink. We're going to do some purple. If I can do purple. Because it's already fraying. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to braid anything in this without it doing that. The only reason I'm putting a handle on it is so I can hang it up so I don't lose it. Yeah, I'm going to take them off. I don't have. Let me see what other beads I got. Riley's beads aren't going to work. These are all out of those little kits. Remember those little kits, Sabrina? Yeah. I thought she used them all. I discovered these the other day going through stuff. She took a bunch home with her. really thought she had them all used up. Yeah, these are too small. Some are too small. I probably won't put anything on there then. I don't have anything big enough that would go through that. So, oh my god, what it's sticking on there. Goodness, man almighty. Yeah, I don't have anything big enough to. So, I'm just gonna tie it and glue it. See, it's all lit up now. Nice. And you got, and it'll recharge. It'll let you know. And I'm just gonna go like this. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue right there. Give it another good tie. What are we gonna do after this? What do we want to do after this, guys? See? Ooh, something just hit my arm. You know what I'm gonna miss? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I love having my in-laws' house. Okay, I mean, it's got own it, got beautiful yard, beautiful house. I'm not complaining. But one thing we're gonna miss is I used to sit during winter storms and look out the window at the road I live on now and watch everybody slide through the yield sign because they're boneheads not to slow down. And they'd slide right through it. And I always thought to myself, I wonder if one of these days they're going to hit the tree in my front yard because they've come close. And I always thought, to go through the house, do I get my landlord get to put me up in a hotel? This guy told me, he's like, what? I said, what happens? I said, because one guy, oh my God, I thought he was coming. I moved quick, man. I jumped off my couch. He slid right through, and I didn't think he was going to stop because I was straight at the end of this road. And it was weather kind of like this. And I really thought he was coming. So I asked Scott. I was telling him that Scott was at work. I was home alone. I was telling Scott, what happens if something happens to a place you rent? Yeah. And he's like, what? I said, a guy coming through the front, taking off the front half of the house. Make large center paper beads. I don't know how to make paper beads, actually. That is something I've never done, Brenna. Let's make paper beads. I'm going to have to watch videos. Scott goes, what? He goes, man. I said, so then I told him. I said, what, would Norm have to pay for the hotel? He says, probably his insurance. Yeah, because where in the hell would we live till they got it fixed? Scott goes, that's a good question. I was like, I'm just curious because I tell you, that truck guy, that woman, the truck, and a big truck, I don't understand what the hell. He was probably not paying attention. Okay. That's my sign. Be right back. Except I'm not done yet. Because I'll put some butterflies on there. There's a little baby butterfly, maybe. Whoever slides into a house has to put you up in a hotel. Oh, his insurance then, not my landlord's insurance. Oh, okay. I want a prime suite at the top. I want the executive suite where Donald Trump would stay. There's a kitchen. Something on that lines. That's what I want. I would want something that looks like an apartment. You better off renting me an apartment. I'd be like, yeah. And then I got PSD or post-traumatic something syndrome. That night there, when I saw that coming, man, that freaked me out. I told Scott, that freaked me out. Scott goes, yeah, I can imagine. I'm like, Scott, all I saw was lights. I was sitting there and I happened to look and I watched him slide through and his lights kept on coming. I said, he jumped the curb. He made it over the curb and onto the sidewalk. That's how well he slid. So he must have been hauling down this road that he couldn't stop in time on the yield. He had to be. Because we were really surprised that that's down at the end of this road that we live on. There's a yield. That says there used to be a stop sign. There used to be a stop sign, and so did Dad tell me. There used to be a stop sign there, and then the city came through and they changed it to a yield. Why? Nobody knows. Cool. Oh, look at Steph. You can use a butterfly. I told Steph I would do something with her stamps. Cool. I'm just going to put 2 of them. They look cool there. Because I don't think. Look. Yeah, I'm just going to do 2 like they are. I think they're cool. It's a cool butterfly. I'm just going to leave them. I'm not going to add any color to them. Look at guys. You can see them, right? That black I used is shiny. I didn't realize it'd be so shiny. Okay. All right, that's done. Now what? Now what we gonna do? Snowy day. What do we want to do? There. I was gonna go like dot with white around it, but I think if I did the white on the edge, it'd take away from the center. It'd be too much, and it'd lose the BRB. That's in my opinion. Or it might look cool with the little white dash going here on the edging in certain spots. What do you guys think? Also, depends on how bad it had hit. Might have called it a total loss, structure hazard, and not get back in to even get personal property. Oh, damn. Oh, they would. I'd get in there to get my personal property. Nobody's keeping me out of my personal property, especially my damn craft room. I don't give a shit what anybody says. You ain't keeping me out of my craft room, so you better figure out how to stabilize it. Right now, this craft room is worth more than it is for that I bought it for. Bima told me that. And then when the house guy came out, he kind of walked in and he says, "What's the value?" I said, $40,000. He goes, "What?" I said, "It's in the 1,000 range. I can't give you the number. You want me to inventory everything? I'd be here for months." So replacement value is at $30,000 for just my craft room. Yeah. So I pay an extra, and that wasn't bad to insure my craft room. It's $13 extra on our house insurance. Yeah. So, and had us itemized things. Rice paper, working on collage, envelopes, paper tear. I can't understand why I'm getting. What did you? Okay, I want to know. Are you guys getting your notifications from YouTube all of a sudden? You hear that ding? That's YouTube giving me a notification that somebody's live. I have not got them in months. So I don't know if YouTube did an update. That'd be nice, because if they did an update, maybe they'd get my right hours. I haven't moved from 2000. Hang on, I wrote it down because I've been keeping track. or 1,000. I am so upset because I tried to contact YouTube. I lost hours at 1,630 hours. It hasn't moved in 3 months. I don't know who you contact about that. There ain't nobody in contact. So I lost 800 hours because I was almost at 2,000 and then all of a sudden it disappeared. I should be well over 2,000 by now. Easily. I know I ain't going to make the 4. I don't know if I have to start all over now because it's a new year. I don't know how that works with monetization. I know I have to be at 4,000 to keep it. I'm not even close. It makes me wonder if you never go back, what they do with your money that you've made for them. Because right now, I am sitting on $156 that I've made for YouTube that I can't get till I get my 4,000 hours. So that means if I quit doing YouTube and I never make the $4,000 for 4,000 hours, they don't have to pay me. I think that's messed up. So it makes me wonder how many other people just quit and YouTube has money that actually should go to them. I don't think the YouTube should tell you when they're going to pay you. I think if you make money, they should give it to you regardless if it's $2 or $2,000. Not, you have to make $100 first. See, there's another one. What the? Crazy. I don't know. Mine's up. Your thumbs are up. Thank you. So, what should we do, ladies? I guess I could do my art journal. What time is it? 4 o'clock? Yeah, I should start getting dinner. I'm getting hungry. Maybe I should end this. Anybody else going live? Somebody else should go live so I can watch. I hear my grandpuppies. Oh, no, that's voices. Yeah, somebody's outside. That's Jeremy. Who's he yelling at? If 2 people should not live next to each other, it's Jeremy and Kevin. Because you know how you have the know-it-all people that know everything, doesn't matter. That's my neighbors to this side of me. You got Kevin, and then one house over from Kevin is Jeremy. And they both think they know everything about the city guidelines and all this and that. And they drive you crazy. And they bicker back and forth about things that I just stare at them once in a while and say, did you look it up in the city, da-da-da? Well, no. I said, then how do you know it's right? Meryl will be on later tonight. And they both looked at me one time. I'm like, well, then how do you know if you've never actually researched it? But you claim you both know. So where'd you learn this? So I can go look. He told me I couldn't Jeremy told me I couldn't paint my clothesline poles the color I painted them because the city ordinance. So then 3 days later, the city guy was out. Not because my clothesline pole. He was over across the street. Because we had a house, a lady died in it like 5 years ago. It's been sitting empty and it finally got bought. The guy's redoing it. It's looking nice. He's doing a good job. Last year was a homeless guy living in it. Left him there. I didn't report it. So I went and asked the city guy, and the city guy looked at me and goes, I don't give a shit what your clothesline pole's painted. And paint it neon if you want. I'm like, well, it's neon green. It says, then leave it neon green. Yeah. My hubby's home. I carried him. So I'm going to get off here. I've been on here 2.5 hours. There's my way. Be right back sign. I used some of these wonderful stamps from Stephanie. I'm going to use this one and my little vintage book. I'll use them all. And I think I'm going to go visit with him for a while and decide what we're going to have for dinner. And I will talk to you later. Maybe I'll come on again tonight. What time's Merle coming on? Will be later tonight. No. And every one of my people are in here are lit up blue. Yeah. No trolls. Morale lit up. You know what? I really think I should put something on my edge. That's me. I keep looking at it like I should. Like, I like to doodle, so everything gets doodled too much. Like here, I'd have had that white going back here. White. Wait. That was on a. If I did this in my journal, it would have been about 8 my time. What is your time? I'm in Central. Did anybody watch Tina Tuesday? What do you think? Did any of you watch Tina Tuesday? I want your honest opinion. What did you think before I get off here? If you didn't, that's all right. If you would, please go watch it. 7 your time. Okay. Please go watch the video Tina Tuesday and tell me what you think. Because I want to do more like that. Doing something that has no blue, pink, or purple together. Try doing something that has, oh boy, no pink, no blue, and no purple together. I'll try that next time, Brenda. You want fall. I know what that is. You and your fall colors. Yep. I have to get back into doing paper. I got asked by somebody, when do you go back into doing your mixed media paper? Oh, I started. What did I do with it? Yep. I started some. Okay. See, I call this a doodling ones. And I don't know if people like me doodling on them. I think they look cool. Both sides, I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see that, both sides. And then some I haven't did anything with except just left them. See? Look at Brenda. Oh! Well, when they stick. But these are the miscellaneous ones I had. Look at that one, Brenda. So just paper from a book I had. I just did them. Some are jelly printed, some are me just messing with
Hey, by any chance, did you see where my mittens were that were downstairs on the table?
Nope. Look at that one. I did see your mittens though, and they weren't on the table. Huh? Uh-huh. I was just gonna tell you. Give me a minute. I seen them, but they weren't downstairs. You wanna re-roll your eyes back now? much you love us. You did that roll of eyes at me a second ago, and I always tell me, you're gonna roll your eyes back now? There you go. Yep. Well, my husband's like a big child. There's only him and I in this house. I rarely touch his stuff unless it's in my space or when I'm cleaning my living room. Put your stuff away. You don't have the problem. And he loses everything. I had it right there. I'm like, didn't touch it. Well, who would move it? You know? So, alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening. If you're in this type of weather that I am, hunker down and stay home. And if you're down south and like Florida, I don't know if you're still having rains and storms down there, so I'll do the same there. I don't know what California's weather's like. And I don't know what like Oklahoma, Texas weather's like, because I'm only worried about my weather right now. They all are. Yep. So I'm gonna go see what Scott wants to have for dinner, because that's what I have to do. I have to sort meats. Not much though. I bought them yesterday. They've been in the fridge. I gotta sort chicken and pork chops, little packs. I don't buy much meats for Scott and I anymore. At one time, I used to buy family packs, and then they get freezer burnt before we'd eat them. So now I only buy like the little packs with maybe 4 chicken breasts in it, maybe four pork chops. And if we have a family dinner night, I'll just go buy big packs. It's raining in New Jersey. Because when I cleaned out this refrigerator, organized it, I threw away, I bet you $20 to $30 worth of food because the freezer burnt. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't do that no more. So I'm chicken. I have to put in bags. Usually one chicken breast, me and Scott split it in half. So that's 4 meals for Scott and I. Because they're big. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while I did my be right back sign. I think it looks cool looking. Using some stuff I got from Stephanie. Oh, before I go, I did a page in real quick. I'll show you. Because I had peeled off all the paint from my palette. I also did ink and paint splots. My ink and paint splots one. And on this side is the paint scraping off my palette. So I got 2 more done. Not as thick as usual. I think I'm toning it down a little. I don't know. So, all right. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now, everybody. Good night. Maybe I'll see you in somebody else's box.